In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit more about prompt engineering, specifically around conversational AI, and using this particular script that I'm going to be using for appointment setting. So, first, before I get started, two things to keep in mind. The first one is if you want to learn more about conversational AI, how to use Air, Go High Level, and other AI tools and automation, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you found value in this video, and after you do that, make sure that you comment so that I can personally thank you for doing the above. This is going to help me. This is going to help this content get out to more people, especially people that are trying to learn this information as well. Now, the second thing to keep in mind, if you do actually want to use Air or GHL or any other tools that I use, I'm going to link them in my description. And it would really help me a lot if you use those links for two reasons. For the first one, I am actually an Air licensed agency, right? So what that means is that there's not many of us out there, and the few of us that are actual licensed partners, we have special perks when people actually use our links. One of those perks is that you get access to priority servers. So when you're running your own campaigns, this is actually going to allow you to have priority access to the servers, which means that you're not going to have a lot of delays and latency issues on your calls. So if you're ramping up, bigger campaigns, this is going to make a big difference. Second thing is you're going to get access to early access to beta features, and you're also going to get access to API. So if you do want to, if you are going to be running Air, if you do want to try Air, use the link that I'm sharing in the description. It's 100% free to sign up, and the monetization model for them is literally just pay per usage. So when you dial out, whenever you run a campaign, it'll tell you how many cents per minute inbound or outbound it'll charge, and then there's also Twilio costs associated. But like I said, it's not a monthly recurring payment. It's literally just a pay per usage. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. So in this script, I'm using the advanced editor. For this agent, I'm using the advanced editor. If you are good with conversational AI, then or if you want to learn more, which is probably why you're watching this video. So the first chunk of this, all the way to start script, is just the prompt, right? So you can read through if there's anything that you actually want to like update or change or anything like that. But this is actually what comes auto-generated when you go advanced editor script. Now you'll notice here that it says knowledge base. That means that I attached a knowledge base. A knowledge base pretty much just means that you attach a set of questions and a set of information that your AI agent can refer to on a call in order to avoid any issues while on the call. And then there's two actions attached, which means that I set an automation. So when the agent says a certain word, something happens. In this case, when the agent says, okay, goodbye, then it knows to end the call. And when the agent says, sent you the bootcamp link to your phone, it knows that through Zapier, it knows that it's going to send an SMS to that person for them to purchase the bootcamp. So that's because of the way that the script is written. Now, a couple of things that I wanted to just share is when you're using the advanced editor, you'll notice that there's like these squiggly lines and then there's like these quotes. The squiggly lines means that this is now a new line for the agent to generate, and then for the AI agent to generate, and then wait for prospect to respond is the pauses that it gives. Now you'll notice one thing. You see how here it says yeah period, okay period, I see period, I understand period. The reason why every sentence starts with like that really short phrase is because it's giving it time for the agent to actually generate the rest of the blurb. And if you don't have that like short, that one letter and then period, what happens is that you're going to experience latency issues and delays because the agent's going to have to generate the whole blurb, and sometimes it's a little wordy. So if I didn't have this yeah period to generate this whole thing, it could potentially cause a bigger delay. As you can see here, here usually the couple of best practices. Here, I introduce the AI agent. I actually say it's AI. You guys can choose if you say it or not. Also, check TCPA laws and check FCC regulations and all of that. Always make sure that you're following the rules when you're using this type of tool, because you also don't want to get sued if you break the law, right? So there are rules and regulations to follow. And the best place to go is look for compliance lawyers or just Google TCPA things, right? TCPA regulations. So in this case, I just disclosed that it's an AI agent. Now you'll notice that here for the company, I put .ai instead of Marketing Pros period AI. Like I actually spell out dot, right? I didn't just put .ai. No, I put period. And the reason is because with conversational AI, as you see here, you actually have to spell out words, symbols. If you're saying like 100%, you actually have to say 100 spelled out, percent spelled out. no signs, nothing like that. And if you ever want to like refer back to that, you can just go over here to the vital tips section. And here, you can go over here and you'll see how it says like dollar, type out dollar, percent, type out percent, right? So you actually have to like spell things out because it's going to be reading it. A couple of other tricks too, like for example, this I shouldn't go there. For example, if you're saying like 7 p.m., right? It's PM, you're spelling out PM. Or if I'm saying, for example, I have another agent that I say, hey, thanks for opting into our GPT, I actually spell GPT, right? So you want to like spell things out. You want to actually like enunciate. So here it says scale of 1 to 10. So as I'm polishing this now before I put this into testing, right, I want to make sure that I'm going through it all and I'm just like putting 1 to 10 and stuff like that. Now, as you can see in this script in particular, what this is going to do, and I still have to clean this one up because it looks like this part is duplicated down here as well, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up right now. Um, but basically, as you can see, when it has this like gray area, that pretty much means this is the action that I'm gonna have it take. And the action in this particular case, what I'm gonna have the action that I'm gonna have it take is I'm gonna actually have it look through my calendar, and then while in conversation, offer two booking time slots for the person to book, and then the agent's gonna go ahead and get that person booked in my calendar. So if you are doing something like that where it's appointment setting, you want to make sure that the questions that you ask in your script are actually going to be questions that are qualifying questions so that when the agent books them on the calendar, then you know that they're going to be qualified leads. And then lastly, before I go into testing, I just want to pick a voice, right? So, right. So in this case, I'm just gonna keep male standard American because this is Asher. Called it Asher. You can put Asher here. You see. So so yeah, those are just some like tips and tricks on how to actually prompt your script a little bit better. It's going to make everything so much easier and better for your AI agent. One more thing before I end the call, before I end the video, um, the these like quotation marks here are there for a reason. The quotation marks is pretty much just telling the agent to only generate this, right? Not to generate the wait for prospect to respond. If you don't have these quotations and you're testing and your agent is just not obeying that and instead saying wait for prospect to respond, that means that you should look at your script and actually make sure that you put the quotations and then you start each line with a squiggly so that that kind of like prompts it and lets it know like that's a whole other generation, right? Just just some things to remember there. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Over the next few days, I'm going to be posting more and more and more and more tutorials on how to actually set up your agents. Um, but yeah, today's video is just a little bit more around like prompt engineering for conversational AI specifically. If you have any questions, if you want to see anything particular about this, just let me know. Because again, I'm making these videos to help you and to support you and being able to set this up for yourself. And if you don't want to set it for yourself, and if you just want to like delegate that, then just let me know. Send me an email or reach out. I'll put the information below. I'll put a link where you can actually schedule a call, and me and my team can actually set this up for you. So thanks again for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment letting me know that you did it so I can thank you personally. Thanks for watching. Bye.